Admiral Grace Mitchell saw the moment to end the battle. "Focus all fire on the remaining enemy strongholds," she ordered. "We will finish this fight today." Ethan Cole and his strike team targeted remaining command ships. Lily Adams' repair teams kept human ships operational. Ryan Scott ensured that messages reached every vessel, coordinating attacks across the battlefield. The horizon moved again. Luke targeted a cruiser moving to escape. Chloe piloted through debris and fire, dodging missiles. Noah repaired the shields. Maya directed fire from stations. The cruiser exploded in a ball of fire. Zaylen watched as his fleet crumbled. His confidence was gone. He had underestimated humans at every turn. Every battle, every maneuver, every act of courage had surprised him. Now, only a few ships remained. Humans pressed the attack. They moved quickly, striking remaining targets before they could escape. Stations fired continuously, and even the oldest ships participated. Civilians helped repair weapons and guided ships through dangerous zones. Every action mattered. Luke saw the alien flagship heavily damaged but still trying to escape. "Chloe, full speed! We finished this," he said. Chloe maneuvered through fire. The horizon dodged missiles and lasers. Noah powered weapons to maximum. Luke aimed at the flagship's weak points. Explosions tore through the ship. Fire spread across the hull. The alien flagship could not withstand the strike. It exploded in a massive fireball, sending debris across space. The remaining alien ships fled, retreating as fast as they could. The human fleet held formation, allowing only a few to escape. Admiral Grace Mitchell watched the battlefield. The human fleet had survived, and the alien attack was defeated. Losses were high, but the humans had proven themselves. They had fought as one, protected each other, and never given up. Luke Carter returned to the Horizon's bridge. "War against humans? You'll need luck." The galaxy was large and quiet. Most star systems had been claimed by the Alien Alliance for centuries. Ships traveled between planets carrying goods, soldiers, or diplomats. They believed that humans were small, weak, and easy to ignore. Human space was at the edge of known territory. Only a few planets had been settled. To the aliens, humans were barely worth attention. On the alien council world, bright towers stretched high into the sky. Inside the main hall, leaders of the Alliance sat in a circle. Their voices echoed across the room, discussing trade routes, defense zones, and small uprisings. Commander Zaylen, a tall and sharp-eyed officer, stood before them. His green skin glimmered under the hall lights. He spoke with calm confidence. "Humans are a minor threat," Zaylen said. "Their ships are weak. Their weapons are slow. If we strike quickly, they will crumble. I recommend taking their mining systems on the outer edge. It will show them who rules the galaxy." Other leaders murmured agreement. One elder, called Virex, spoke slowly. "They are unpredictable. Humans act without logic. We cannot underestimate their courage." Zaylen shook his head. "Courage does not win wars. Strength does. Numbers do. Humans are small and slow. They will flee when the real fleet arrives." In human space, far away from the Council world, Captain Luke Carter sat in the bridge of his patrol ship, the Horizon. The ship was small compared to alien warships, but it was fast and well-maintained. Luke looked at the blinking monitors. "We have movement," said pilot Chloe Bennett. 3 unknown ships entering our sensor range. Engineer Noah Price checked the systems." "They are scanning us. Likely reconnaissance." Lieutenant Maya Brooks frowned. "They are close to the colony. If they attack, civilians will be in danger." Luke nodded. "Keep calm. Send a warning to command." The war had tested them, but it had also shown the galaxy that humans were not to be underestimated. And in that moment, every human knew the same thing. They were not just survivors. They were fighters, defenders of their homes, and a force the galaxy would never forget. "Do not engage unless necessary. We want to avoid conflict." The communication officer sent a simple message across the galactic network. "Aliens near our colony. You have crossed into human space. Leave immediately or face consequences." For hours there was no reply. Then small ships appeared in orbit around the colony. They were sleek, metallic, and armed with visible weapon turrets. The aliens were confident. They believed humans would retreat or surrender. At the colony, people watched the sky with fear. Children clutched their parents' hands. Farmers stopped working in the fields. The colony council tried to organize defense, but they had few weapons. Most of their fleet had been moved to patrol other systems. Luke and his crew arrived as fast as possible. Their ship moved like a dart through space. Chloe maneuvered through asteroid belts and debris fields, avoiding detection. Noah monitored engine systems, pushing them beyond normal limits to gain extra speed. Maya coordinated the colony defenses, directing them to fire on enemy drones and small craft. When the aliens finally attacked, they expected a simple battle. Their ships fired lasers at the colony stations. Explosions lit up the darkness. Some stations were destroyed instantly. People screamed in fear as their homes shook from the blasts. But the humans did not retreat. They fought back with everything they had. Old missile systems fired continuously, some barely functioning but accurate enough to hit alien drones. Defense stations worked together, covering each other. When one station was destroyed, another took its place. The aliens were surprised. They had expected an easy fight. Commander Zalen's voice came over the fleet communication. "Advance! We will crush them in minutes. Do not fear humans. They are small and weak." As the battle continued, Luke's ship engaged a small group of alien fighters. He moved quickly, avoiding enemy fire. Chloe skillfully piloted through a field of explosions. Noah repaired damaged shields and weapons, keeping the horizon operational even as sparks flew across the control room. Maya coordinated with the colony stations, telling them where to fire and when to move. The colony defenses slowed the alien advance, but they could not stop it completely. Zalen's larger ships approached. The humans knew that this battle could cost lives, but they refused to surrender. Civilians helped in any way they could, activating emergency systems, moving supplies, and assisting wounded. In the middle of the fight, a young engineer named Lucas Reed, only 17, guided repair drones to damaged turrets. He shouted instructions to the crew, his voice strong despite fear. Another civilian, Amelia Hart, helped organize evacuation of children and elderly from the stations. Even in terror, humans acted together. Zalen grew frustrated. The aliens were losing more ships than expected. A small cruiser exploded near him, sending fire into space. He could not understand why humans resisted so fiercely. "They are weak," he growled. "Why do they fight so hard? This is illogical." Another officer replied, "Perhaps their courage is different. It is not like ours." Zalen clenched his fists. He realized the humans were dangerous, but he refused to admit fear. Instead, he ordered more ships forward, trying to overwhelm the humans with numbers. Luke saw the new wave of enemy ships. "Maya, prepare full defense. Chloe, keep us moving. Noah, monitor engines closely. We cannot let them take the colony." The horizon dodged laser fire, weaving between debris and explosions. Maya guided the stations to focus fire on the advancing ships. Noah repaired the shields constantly, using every trick he knew. Chloe flew like her life depended on it, often taking dangerous routes to avoid alien weapons. Despite their efforts, the colony was suffering. Many buildings were destroyed. Power systems failed in some areas. People were injured. Still, they held on. The human spirit was strong. They did not surrender, even when facing a seemingly unbeatable force. Hours passed. The alien fleet began to feel strain. Supplies ran low, weapons overheated. The humans were resourceful, using every scrap of technology to fight back. Zalen realized something. Humans were not like other species he had fought. They did not give up. They adapted quickly. They protected each other. Luke decided to send one more message to the aliens. His voice was calm, but firm. "This is your final warning. Leave our colony, or we will respond with full force." The aliens ignored the message. Zalen believed victory was certain. He sent his ships in a full assault, expecting the humans to break. But the humans were ready. They anticipated the attack. Defense stations fired in coordinated patterns. The horizon moved to cover weak points. Civilians activated emergency weapons. Even the youngest engineers and pilots contributed to the defense. A small alien fighter tried to ram the horizon. Chloe evaded, and the fighter exploded against a station. Noah patched the horizon's shields in seconds. Maya directed fire to keep the attackers away. Luke pushed the ship to its limits, refusing to retreat. The aliens began to realize that victory was not easy. Ships were being destroyed faster than expected. Morale dropped. Some smaller alien crews panicked and fled. Zaylen's confidence wavered. In a private communication, an officer whispered, "They fight like nothing we have seen. This is dangerous." Zaylen gritted his teeth. "They are still small. Their strength is limited. We will break them. We must." But the humans were united. They worked as a team, protecting their homes and families. They were not fighting for power or glory. They fought for survival. Every loss only strengthened their resolve. By the end of the first day, the alien fleet had slowed. The humans had lost some ships and stations, but the colony still stood. People were exhausted, but they had survived the first wave. The horizon was battered but still operational. Luke looked at the monitors. "They thought this would be easy," he said quietly. "They have no idea what they are facing." Maya nodded. "We showed them humans do not surrender." Noah repaired the last damaged system and smiled tiredly. "This is just the beginning." Chloe looked out the viewport at the stars, still bright despite the fires below. "Then we will fight. They will not take us without a fight."
For the first time, the alien commander Zaylen felt unease. The humans were not weak.
They were dangerous. Their courage, unity, and willingness to risk everything surprised him. The colony lights flickered, and people began to rebuild defenses. They knew more attacks would come, but they were ready. Humans did not fear death as much as they feared losing their home. In that quiet moment, a message went across the galaxy. The humans had survived. And somewhere, deep in alien space, Zaylen muttered, almost to himself, "War against humans. You will need more than luck." After the first attack, the humans knew the aliens would return. They did not have many ships, but they had determination. Every ship in the colony worked together. Every station fired as one. Humans understood something aliens often forgot. Teamwork could overcome strength. Luke Carter and his crew prepared the horizon for the next wave. The ship's systems were damaged from the first battle, but Noah Price worked tirelessly, fixing engines, shields, and weapons. Sparks flew as he repaired circuits. He moved quickly, refusing to let any failure stop them. Maya Brooks coordinated with the colony's defense stations. "We must predict their moves," she said. "If they come from the south, we will focus fire there. If they come from the north, we move our best fighters to intercept." Chloe Bennett checked the weapons and engines. "We can still take on more than a dozen fighters at once," she said. "I just hope they don't bring the big ships yet." For the humans, this was a matter of survival. The aliens had already destroyed parts of the colony. Every hour they delayed the enemy gave civilians a chance to hide, repair, or evacuate. Luke studied the incoming ships on the radar. They were small at first, scouts, but more would come. On the alien side, Commander Zaylen was furious. His fleet had lost more than expected. The humans were clever and bold. Zaylen could not understand how a few ships and weak stations caused so much damage. "They are small," Zaylen said to his officers, "but they fight with purpose. Use all ships. Do not stop until they break." The aliens began to bring larger ships. Cruisers and destroyers moved into the system, firing lasers that could destroy small stations in one hit. They expected humans to scatter. They expected panic. But humans did not panic. They moved as one. Stations covered each other, firing missiles and laser cannons at enemy ships. Civilians operated emergency weapons. Even children helped carry supplies or warned others of danger. Luke piloted the Horizon through the chaos. Chloe handled tight maneuvers, weaving between explosions. Noah kept power flowing to weapons and shields. Maya shouted instructions to the stations. Every human worked like part of a single machine. The aliens began to notice. Ships that should have destroyed humans were being disabled or destroyed themselves. Zaylen could not understand it. "How can they fight like this?" he demanded. One officer replied, "They coordinate. They cover each other."
"It is different from what we know."
Zaylen growled, "We will win with numbers. Keep attacking." The humans were ready. Luke realized the aliens relied on brute force. He decided to use their speed against them. Chloe moved to the left. Maya focused fire on the front ships. "Noah, boost weapons on my signal." The Horizon darted through enemy fire. Chloe flew close to the larger alien ships, forcing them to focus on her small ship. Meanwhile, Maya directed stations to fire at weak points in alien formations. Noah powered weapons beyond normal limits. The first big alien cruiser exploded under coordinated human fire. Sparks and debris spread through space. Zaylen's fleet hesitated. Another cruiser fell. His confidence was shaken. "Keep attacking," he shouted. "We cannot let these humans survive." But the humans were clever. They did not attack all at once. They targeted key ships first, disabling alien weapons and shields. When one human ship was destroyed, another moved into its place. They did not flee. They did not surrender. Civilians from the colony helped repair stations while under fire. Lucas Reed and Amelia Hart worked together, moving tools and parts. Even small actions made a difference. Every human counted. The aliens became frustrated. Their formations broke as ships were destroyed. Some pilots panicked and fled. Zaylen's orders were ignored by smaller officers, who no longer trusted the humans would be weak. Luke and Chloe spotted a group of alien bombers moving toward the colony's main city. "We can't let them hit the city," Luke said. Chloe accelerated, weaving through fire. She dodged missiles and laser beams, moving faster than the aliens expected. Noah directed extra power to the shields, protecting the ship from explosions. Luke aimed the Horizon's weapons, firing on the bombers. One by one, they exploded. Maya guided station fire to intercept the remaining bombers. The humans had saved the city. People cheered from shelters, hearing the explosions of enemy ships. The aliens realized the humans were not ordinary. They were not fighting for glory. They fought for survival, for their homes, for their families. Zaylen felt fear for the first time. "They adapt too fast," he said quietly. "We cannot predict them."
Luke decided to push further.
"We need to make them think twice," he said. "If they see humans can fight and survive, they may hesitate in the next attack." The Horizon and the colony stations coordinated. They fired continuously at alien cruisers, destroyers, and fighters. Every shot was carefully aimed. Every movement was planned. The humans used speed, precision, and teamwork. Noah repaired damaged weapon systems while lasers struck nearby. Sparks flew across the control room. He did not complain. "We can't fail," he said. Maya directed fire with calm precision. She saw patterns in the enemy movement and predicted where they would go next. "Focus on the left side, now!" "Fire all batteries." The aliens were confused. They had never seen such coordination from a small species. Their losses mounted. More ships were destroyed. Morale fell. Panic spread in the fleet. Zaylen grew angry. "Increase the attack! Do not stop! Destroy them all!" But it was too late. The humans were already winning small battles within the larger fight. Ships that should have been destroyed survived. Others moved into new positions, attacking alien weak points. Every human act made a difference. Luke ordered a final move. "All stations, fire at the cruiser in the center. Horizon will support. Chloe, prepare for fast attack." Chloe's hands moved quickly on controls. She dodged fire and guided the Horizon close to the central cruiser. Noah boosted weapons, preparing maximum power. Luke fired at the cruiser's weak points. Explosions tore through its hull. Fire spread across the ship. The cruiser fell apart, sending debris into space. The alien formation broke completely. Smaller ships fled, and some crashed into debris fields. The humans had won another battle, against all odds. Zaylan stared at the monitors. His fleet was damaged, and the humans were still alive. He had expected them to surrender after the first attack. Now he realized humans were dangerous. "They are not weak," he said to himself. "They fight with everything they have. They adapt. They survive." We underestimated them. Luke looked at the colony. People were cheering. Even damaged stations were firing. Every human act contributed to survival.
This is just the beginning, he said.
"They will come again, but we are ready." Maya nodded.
We are not afraid. We will fight to the end.
Noah smiled, wiping sweat from his brow. "They think numbers will win. They don't understand humans." Chloe looked out at the stars. "We survive today. Tomorrow, we fight again. And we will win." The aliens retreated to regroup. They had not been defeated completely, but they had learned a hard lesson. Humans were not ordinary. They were clever, brave, and united. In the galaxy, other species began to whisper about humans. Stories spread of small ships fighting giant fleets and winning. Humans became more than a minor species. They became a force to be respected. Commander Zaylan realized that war against humans would not be easy. "We may need more than strength," he said quietly. "We may need luck." Luke Carter and his crew repaired their ships and defenses. The horizon was ready again. The colony was safe for now. People rebuilt and prepared for the next wave. Humans were tired, but their spirit was unbroken. Even in the darkness of space, humans shone brightly. They had faced fear and danger, and had not faltered. Every life saved, every ship repaired, every shot fired was a testament to human courage. And somewhere, far across the galaxy, the aliens began to learn that humans were not just survivors. They were fighters, born to resist, to adapt, and to win. After the second battle, word spread quickly through human space. Reports came in from nearby systems about alien attacks. Some planets had been raided. Some colonies had been damaged. But humans did not panic. Instead, they prepared. They worked together. Every system sent supplies, weapons, and ships to the front lines. Admiral Grace Mitchell was placed in command of the human fleet. Her flagship, the Liberty, was not the largest ship, but it was strong and fast. She had experience in small skirmishes and knew how to coordinate large forces. Her bridge was busy with officers, technicians, and pilots. "Report," she said, looking at the screens. Commander Ethan Cole stepped forward. "We have received all available ships from nearby systems. Civilians are helping repair stations and ships. Our fleet is ready for full engagement." Lily Adams, leading the supply group, added, "We have repaired old vessels and armed them with weapons from colonies. Even small ships can make a difference when used together." Ryan Scott, in charge of communications, reported, "The enemy is rebuilding their fleet. Sensors show they are sending larger ships this time. They may attack in force." Grace nodded. "Then we will be ready. Humans fight for their homes. That is our advantage. Keep everyone prepared." We move at dawn. The human fleet assembled near the edge of space. It was a sight that few aliens had ever seen. Hundreds of ships of all sizes moved together, forming a wall of defense. Small patrol ships darted between larger warships. Supply vessels followed closely behind, carrying fuel, ammunition, and repairs. Luke Carter and the Horizon were part of the fleet. Chloe Bennett piloted the ship with skill, weaving through the larger vessels. Noah Price monitored every system, making sure weapons and engines were ready. Maya Brooks coordinated with the fleet's command, ensuring stations and ships worked together. "This is bigger than I expected," Chloe said quietly. Luke nodded. "This is humanity at its best. Look at how everyone works together. We fight for each other, not for glory." Noah smiled. "And that makes us stronger than any single ship or weapon." Maya watched the screens. The aliens are moving into position. They will not expect the unity we have here. In alien space, Commander Zaylen studied the human fleet. His fleet was larger than before. He expected a few humans, but this was a full army. Ships of all sizes moved in formation, coordinated and precise. It was not just a fleet, it was a force. "They are preparing for war," Zaylen said, his voice tense. "I thought they were weak. But this is more than I expected." An officer replied, "They cannot possibly fight all of us. We have superior firepower. Numbers will win." Zaylen shook his head. "They are different. Humans fight with purpose. They protect each other. Their courage, it is dangerous."
The aliens attacked first. Cruisers and destroyers fired long-range weapons.
Missiles and laser beams moved like shooting stars through space. Humans were ready. Luke and Chloe dodged fire while targeting weak points in the enemy ships. Noah kept the Horizon shields and weapons powered at maximum. Maya directed the fleet, telling smaller ships where to move and which targets to attack. The first wave of alien ships was slowed. Human tactics were clever. They used speed, formation, and coordination. Small ships darted between larger vessels, distracting the enemy. Missiles fired in waves, striking alien cruisers and destroyers. Admiral Grace Mitchell watched from the Liberty. "Hold formation," she said. "Do not break ranks. Focus fire on command ships. Protect our carriers and supply vessels." Ethan Cole's group moved quickly, drawing enemy fire to themselves while larger human ships attacked alien targets. Lily Adams' supply group moved to repair damaged stations and smaller ships while under fire. Ryan Scott kept communications open, coordinating every ship in the fleet. The battle was intense. Aliens expected an easy fight. They were shocked to see humans working as one. Every ship, every station, every civilian contributed to the fight. Humans used every advantage: speed, positioning, and coordination. In one dangerous moment, a group of alien bombers targeted the human carriers. Luke piloted the Horizon directly into their path. Chloe's hands moved fast on the controls. They dodged lasers and missiles, using the Horizon to block attacks while Maya directed fleet fire on the bombers. One by one, the bombers exploded. The carriers were safe. The humans had won another small victory within the larger battle. Noah worked tirelessly. Sparks flew as he repaired weapons and shields. "We are not giving up," he said. "We fight to the last ship." The aliens began to panic. Ships were destroyed faster than they expected. Smaller pilots tried to retreat, but formations were broken. Morale dropped. Zaylen's voice grew harsh. "Do not retreat. Destroy the humans." But even his orders were ignored. Alien crews did not trust each other. Some fled without permission. Some ships were destroyed by human fire before they could act. Admiral Grace Mitchell saw the moment to strike. "Target their command ships. Focus all firepower on their leadership. The rest will follow." Ethan Cole led the attack group. His ships moved quickly, dodging fire and targeting weak points. Lily Adams coordinated repairs, keeping the attack going. Ryan Scott kept everyone informed of enemy movement. Luke Carter and the Horizon were part of the final strike. They moved at full speed toward the alien command ship. Chloe piloted skillfully, dodging fire from destroyers and cruisers. Noah kept weapons ready. Maya guided fire from distant stations. The first command ship was hit. Explosions tore through the hull. Fire spread quickly. The second command ship was damaged by coordinated human fire. Chaos spread across the alien fleet. Ships collided, weapons fired on their own allies, and panic spread. Zaylen's confidence crumbled. He had underestimated humans.
They are not weak, he admitted quietly.
"They are dangerous. We cannot predict them." The humans pressed the advantage. Smaller ships moved in to disable enemy weapons. Stations fired continuously, targeting any alien ship that moved too close. Even damaged vessels stayed in the fight. Luke saw the perfect opening. "Chloe, move in close. Maya, target their central weapons. Noah, power everything." Chloe maneuvered the horizon through fire and debris. They dodged missiles and lasers, keeping steady. Luke fired at the alien weapons, destroying their ability to attack. Maya guided fleet fire to keep smaller ships away. Noah's repairs kept the horizon alive. The alien command ship was destroyed. Its destruction caused confusion. The alien fleet scattered. Ships that could escape fled. Those that could not were destroyed. The humans had won the battle. Admiral Grace Mitchell looked at the damage report. Many human ships were damaged, but the enemy losses were greater. Prepare for recovery, she said. We need to repair and regroup. More will come, but we have shown humans are not to be underestimated. Luke Carter returned to the Horizon's bridge. We did it, he said. They thought numbers would win, but humans never break. We fight for each other. That makes the difference. Maya smiled. This is only the beginning. We will face more, but we will survive and we will win. Noah nodded. They do not understand humans. They think strength and numbers are enough. They are wrong. Chloe looked out at the stars. We survived another battle. The aliens will think twice before attacking again. Zaylen watched from his retreating fleet. His face was tense. War against humans, he muttered, will require more than strength. It will require luck, and we may not have it. Across the galaxy, other species began to hear of humans' victories. Stories spread of humans fighting large fleets with fewer ships. Humans had unity, courage, and clever tactics. They were no longer small and weak. They were a rising power. The humans repaired their ships, rebuilt stations, and prepared for the next fight. Every battle taught them more. Every loss strengthened their resolve. Every victory inspired hope across human space. Luke Carter, Maya Brooks, Noah Price, and Chloe Bennett returned to the horizon. They prepared for the next wave, knowing it would come. Humans were ready. They fought together, protected each other, and never gave up. And somewhere, far in alien space, Zaylen and his officers realized the truth. Humans were not ordinary. They were dangerous. They were clever, brave, and united. War against humans would not be easy. Humans did not fight for conquest. They fought for survival, for their homes, for each other. That made them stronger than any weapon. Zaylen whispered to himself, if we want to win, we will need more than strength. We will need luck. And humans, they will not give us that. The humans had survived every attack, so far. Their fleet had grown larger, stronger, and more confident. Each battle had taught them something new. Every ship and every station was ready for the final confrontation. They knew the aliens would not give up easily. Admiral Grace Mitchell stood on the bridge of the Liberty Horizon scanning the stars. The enemy has gathered near the colony we defended first, she said. They have a large fleet, possibly their strongest. This will be the decisive battle. Commander Ethan Cole stepped forward. We have the advantage of preparation. The aliens do not expect the unity and coordination we have achieved. Their numbers are large, but we fight with purpose. Lily Adams nodded. Every system sent reinforcements. We have repaired older ships and armed them. Even smaller vessels can make a difference if used correctly. Ryan Scott checked communications. We have full contact with every fleet group. Messages and orders are flowing. Every human ship is ready. Luke Carter and the Horizon were part of the strike team. Chloe Bennett adjusted the controls. This will be dangerous, she said. We may lose ships, but we must protect the colony and each other. Maya Brooks prepared the fleet stations. We fight as one. Everyone has a role. We do not leave anyone behind. Noah Price checked weapons and shields. Sparks flew as he repaired circuits. If we survive this, the galaxy will know humans cannot be defeated by numbers alone. The alien fleet approached. Commander Zaylen led the attack, his face tense. His fleet was powerful, armed with cruisers, destroyers, and bombers. He expected a final victory. He thought humans would be desperate and weak. They are small, he said to his officers, but they fight with determination. Destroy them completely. The battle began. Alien ships fired lasers, missiles, and energy beams. The humans held formation. Small ships darted between larger vessels. Stations fired in coordinated patterns. Every human acted as one. Luke piloted the horizon through the chaos. Chloe's hands moved quickly. She dodged fire and guided the ship to strike weak points. Noah kept systems powered, repairing damage instantly. Maya coordinated fleet movements, giving instructions for every attack. The first wave of alien ships was slowed. Several cruisers were disabled by precise human fire. Smaller vessels protected carriers and supply ships. Humans used speed and coordination to counter the alien advantage in numbers. Admiral Grace Mitchell watched from the Liberty. "Focus fire on the command ships," she said. "Break their leadership and the rest will scatter." Ethan Cole's strike group moved forward. They targeted enemy command vessels while smaller human ships distracted cruisers and destroyers. Lily Adams' team repaired damaged ships in the midst of battle. Ryan Scott coordinated communication lines, keeping orders flowing. The Horizon joined the attack. Luke fired at the central command ship, striking weapons and shields. Chloe maneuvered through fire and debris, avoiding missiles and lasers. Noah kept the weapons powered at full capacity. Maya guided fire from distant stations. The alien command ship was hit. Explosions tore through its hull. Fire spread quickly, damaging surrounding vessels. Panic began to spread among the alien fleet. Smaller ships tried to retreat, but coordination was lost. Zaylen's confidence faltered. He could not believe the humans had survived every previous attack. "They are stronger than I imagined," he said quietly. "We cannot predict them. We may lose." Luke and Chloe saw an opportunity. The Horizon darted close to the damaged command ship. Noah boosted weapons to maximum. Luke fired a precise strike that disabled the last operational weapon systems. The command ship could no longer control its fleet. Human ships pressed the advantage. Smaller vessels attacked crippled cruisers. Stations fired relentlessly. Even damaged human ships stayed in the fight, moving to protect carriers and supply lines. Every human acted as part of a single force. The aliens could not recover. Their fleet broke apart. Ships collided, crashed, and exploded. Panic spread across the command ranks. Orders were ignored. Some ships tried to escape, but they were destroyed or captured. "We did it," he said quietly. "The aliens are retreating. Humans have won this battle." Maya Brooks smiled. "We fight for each other, not for numbers. That makes us stronger than any weapon." Noah Price wiped sweat from his brow. "They thought luck and numbers would win." They did not understand humans. Chloe looked out at the stars. "We survived. We will be ready if they come back. The galaxy has learned something new today." Commander Zaylen watched his fleet retreat. His face was tense. "War against humans," he muttered, "requires more than strength. It requires strategy, courage, and luck. And humans, they never give us luck." Across the galaxy, other species began to take notice. Humans were no longer seen as weak. Stories spread of humans facing enormous fleets and surviving. They fought with courage, intelligence, and unity. They had turned the tide of war. The humans repaired their ships and stations. Civilians rebuilt damaged areas. Every system sent aid to the front lines. They prepared for the possibility of more attacks, knowing that the aliens had learned a hard lesson. Luke, Maya, Noah, and Chloe returned to the Horizon. They prepared for the next mission, knowing that humans would face more challenges in the future. But they also knew something important. Humans never gave up. Humans never surrendered. Humans fought for each other, and that made them unstoppable. The galaxy would remember the humans. They had survived impossible odds. They had won battles that seemed lost. And somewhere in alien space the lesson was clear. If you want war with humans, you will need more than strength. You will need luck. Humanity had shown the galaxy their true strength. It was not weapons, not numbers, not technology alone. It was courage, unity, and the willingness to fight for something greater than themselves. The humans looked at the stars, ready for whatever came next.